Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 3. Last time, we completed all the opening cutscenes for Disc 2. And she didn't talk over top of me. This time, I have dived into the UMN, as you can see here, and came to Miltia. You can make your way through most of the area on foot, like without going into the city or anything like that. And what I did is I came all the way into the building, head down the elevator into Labyrinthos, follow the path around until you hit the door number 13, take that elevator, follow the straightforward path, and eventually you will get back to segment address number 5 to get EK Fury, Vertikaiser Fury. So I'm going to launch myself out of here now because she's annoying and she won't stop talking to me. Now, the other thing that that's the first thing you want to do. We have new stuff that we can buy. I'll deal with that later. The other thing that you'll want to do is there is actually a side dungeon. And in order to do that, we need to go into the floating landmass, make your way in your mechs all the way to the end to where we fought Voyager, or I think it was Voyager. Was it Voyager? Was it Virgil? We fought one of the mechs before our mechs stopped working. Oh, by the way, they haven't really said this. I'll just dive in there and we'll take a look at... No. And we'll take a look real quick. But since we've gotten out of Shion's head, all of a sudden, Asher now works with its... whatever it is, its anima level. So it can raise its anima level again. They don't ever explain how this happens, but basically, if you read between the lines, I guess you're supposed to say that there was already an Asher and we can't duplicate the anima relics. But since all of this happened in Shion's head, they're technically all there. I don't know. I'm still confused on this whole plot point. But anyway, I'm going to run to the end and then we will go and check out the bonus. It's not really a dungeon. There's no battles, so don't worry about buying equipment or anything like that. It's just a little side area with some items and stuff. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, I have a new lead. Not that that's going to last very long, but I did want to go into what I've done since the last episode. So, if we go into status here on KOS, you may notice I was mentioning before that I didn't have nearly enough souls. And yeah, I leveled his stuff up quite a bit, but I did it pretty much in the area that I'm in. If you remember this area, if you head forward a little more, there are some Gnosis enemies. It's one of the few areas we've been able to fight Gnosis so far. So I had to go there and level up his ability there by using Phoenix Strike to take them out. They give crap for experience, so I didn't gain much in terms of levels, but I did use Junior a little bit as well and got them both up to 42, which means when Junior gets his level 3 special attack, it will be already at level 5, which is more than we'll probably need for the rest of the game, but it's faster to level up these ones than it is to level up the other ones, at least up until this point. I think the way it goes, I think it's 42 exactly that gets you to level 5, and maxing out this one gets you higher levels on this one. So, and of course you do have to kill the enemies with the ability, which here is no problem at all. What I ended up doing to make things easier is I just took my equipment and I used the weakest weapon I had. I haven't sold any of them yet, and I think your initial equipment will stay regardless. I don't think you can sell it. But anyway, just kind of do that, and I did a little bit of grinding like that, probably about an hour's worth or something like that, and then I just balanced out all my levels again. I'm going to stick with this party since I have my 2 lowest level characters here, and Jin is the one in between. I will eventually, once I get everyone kind of balanced out, I think I'm going to go with a balanced team of like a physical attacker, a medium attacker, and a healer kind of deal. But for now, doesn't really matter, and I did some skill stuff lit, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, the Arcadian resource is the item we found behind the coffin and the crucifix where KOS-MOS was tied up in cables in episode 1. We found it in behind there, and I told you to make sure to pick it up because we do get something very valuable out of this. And once we do that, this is a pedestal that we weren't able to do anything with before. When we came here the first time, we can now activate this elevator. Now, this is a complete side event and it doesn't impact the story at all. I don't know why they decided to voice act
here
it.
too.
But
So,
they already
we
kind
have
of,
to pick one, huh? I don't like
you know,
this.
separated their parties into two different ones. And the door opens,
Wait, don't touch it.
and KOS-MOS just walks in.
KOS-MOS, wait.
I don't know why she just walks in, but she does.
Shion! Damn it! It won't open.
No good. It won't budge.
Even Ziggy can't lift it.
Junior!
Hey, look, the
This
other
door
one
too.
opens. Anyone want to guess that this is just a puzzle room?
Going in.
Junior, are you sure?
There's no time to think about it. We'll meet up with the others inside. Hurry up or you're gonna get left behind.
How is that a
We
bad
don't even
thing?
know if we'll be able to meet up with them.
Yeah, I think we stay out here and we let them figure
I
it
guess
out.
we don't have much choice. Let's go, Momo.
Okay.
Probably a good idea. Junior Chaos just doesn't say a thing at all. Anyway, the door's locked behind us, and once you come in here, you must finish this. Otherwise, you can't even leave. It's kind of a dick move. I really wish they didn't do that. Basically, what happens is these crystals are your switching pads. You're going to switch between the two parties, and you're going to do 3 puzzles. Now, if these were the puzzles of Haycock's, I wouldn't mind Haycock's so much. I don't like these puzzles by any stretch, but I still like them a lot more than Haycock's. But anyway, yeah, basically these allow us to switch between party members. They call it communicate to the other party, but you basically just control the other party. So I'm just going to skim through the dialogue since it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so basically we're trying to look for the exit. Now, I will apologize in advance if I have to take random pause breaks to remember how to do this bloody puzzle, because there are a lot of puzzles here and they're mostly confusing. I know for sure I'm going to need to double check my notes on the final one, but for now, just kind of follow along with what I do. I think I've got the first part of this memorized reasonably well. So, we use Shion's party to go over there, we use Junior's party to go over here, and we can move the pedestal, or the elevator. Either one. And that will allow Shion to move through. Now, I don't think I'm able to do anything else for the moment, so we're just gonna... Oh, no, I was thinking the other path. See, there's 2 different paths, and they're basically a very similar layout, so it's hard to remember which crystal is in which location on which path. So that's all you need to do the first time around. Now we can control Shion's party. From what I recall, I think I have to activate 3 more pedestals now that I have control of Shion. And they should all be over here. So here's one. No, there we go. Send that one down to help Junior. And over here, this one, I believe, does the same thing. This one also helps Junior. I think it gets him some treasure, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Get treasure chest there. And there should be one more, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's around the corner here. Is it in here? It is in here. There we go. This one will drop that one there, which seems to do absolutely nothing for the moment, but it lights up there and it becomes an elevator, I think, to go to the next floor. So we can't head over there. So what we need to do is we need to backtrack to the closest crystal. And I think that crystal is here. Yes. So this is the one I was thinking of on Junior's path earlier. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot to comment on other than the fact that, oh, let's go through this area, get these items, finish the puzzle. So I don't have any stories to go into at the moment. Is it this? Oh, I want to do that after, if I'm not mistaken. I want to go here first. Get this one. There's our treasure, 2000 G. As you can see, I have quite a bit of money at this point. I've gained quite a bit just from the battling that I did in between episodes. Not that I did a lot of battling, but you do get items for it, such and such. So here we want to use this pedestal here. And that pulls that thing down to here. And I believe the other one we already kind of passed over is down here. Now, there's a crystal there. I don't think I want to use that crystal. You have to press the circle button on it, by the way. And then I want to send this one down, or up. I know where I am, don't worry. And that allows Xion to get through, and it removes the that thing on the doorway so we can actually move on. And if I recall correctly, can I zoom all the way around? One sec. Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I ran all the way around. But yes, I do want to go all the way around and exit at this point. It's hard to tell for sure because there are some treasures that you miss out on by leaving an area too soon with one or the other party. So you kind of have to... It's hard to say what exactly you're supposed to do. But anyway, take this and that takes you to the next path. And right here. And once we head up here, we'll be able to switch back to Xion. You have to do both parties and get them both through to different doorways in order to proceed. Okay, so we got that one. I think I want to head this way. No, not that way. This way. And loop around. No, looped around too soon. Go past that one. And over here to this elevator. And we get past the first set of puzzles. The next set of puzzles is, as you can see, completely different. I don't mind these little dungeons that are just kind of, oh, it's a puzzle dungeon in the middle of nowhere and you get some items. That's fine. In this case, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to go back to an area in order to activate it, but okay, whatever. Basically, the blue light is a platform that you can walk across. Xion wonders if she can and then just jumps on it, but oh well. You think you'd sneak the toe out and see if it's going to support you first, but oh well. Basically, with these ones is, if you notice the switch she's in front of now, it's directional. It points that way. If you press the button, it turns the path on or off. So you can only do it from one side. You can't do it from both sides. And there are, of course, 2 floors of this as well. One for Junior and one for Xion. Again, can't go back. Not that you would at this point, but... And they give you a little tutorial here. If you shoot one light into another light, it does jack shit. So we have to remove one in order to do the other. So first things first, we can't do anything. So let's head over to Xion's party. Okay, so Xion's party. We want to go over this way and get rid of that one. So Junior can leave his little island there, and then we'll switch back. Okay, now we learn another little part of these puzzles here is they only go so far, but if they hit one of those blue amplifying thingamajiggers, it allows you to go a little further. So we head over here, down here, square button on that, activates another one, and ignore... Shut up, Junior! We're doing the puzzle. We know how to do the puzzle. Kind of, sort of, maybe. And then we want to deactivate that so Xion can get back across. And then you want to hit that one, switch over. Eventually. There we go. So we won't need to use that one again, so we can just leave that one active. Now, if I recall correctly, we want to use this one since we just activated that. It allows us to get over here. I know where I'm going. And we want to hit that one. And we want to switch. Do I want to switch? I think I want to switch. Yes, I want to switch. It's hard to remember the order of all this stuff. Now we want to activate this one. We could have done that before, but it doesn't really get us anywhere. It gets us to another platform, and then we couldn't go anywhere from here because the thing wasn't active. Am I supposed to go here yet? No, I was supposed to go back. One sec. Okay, I screwed up already. So let's go back to Xion. I missed one thing. And if I recall correctly, it's something that I almost always... Oh, okay, it's not something I almost always miss. That one I should have hit. I wasn't using my brains. That's entirely fine, my fault. There's one that's kind of confusing to hit because it looks like it's part of another system. So now we can head down here. Now we can get over to top of here. Okay, all the way to this side. Yeah, this one. It looks down and you should know it, but it's sitting right next to another one, so it seems like it should be part of, you know, part of this path instead of its own path. But anyway, go down here, we hit that, we activate that one, and that exits the door so we can actually make it through. Now we need to head back, turn this one off, hit this one. Once we pass over here, this is one of those times where you do not want to head up there yet, otherwise you miss out on an item. So do this one first, and we want to head all the way back over here. Then we want to switch. Now from Xion's side, I think we want to deactivate that one. Yeah, probably want to deactivate that one. Head back over here, and I believe we want to deactivate that one too. Yes, I think so. I'm not 100% sure on this. I'm trying to do this from memory, and I did this, you know, a couple of hours ago, so we want to activate those two, both going south, and then we want to head down the far right one first and activate this one, and then go over here, activate the next one. Don't go down that elevator yet. That's for a little bit later. There we go. Now, here we want to activate that one. There we go. Now we want to head back. Now I need to find... I think I want to go over this one and find a crystal or a pedestal or something to press, as far as I remember. So let's go over top of here, activate this one. That's why we deactivated the ones we came across, otherwise we wouldn't be able to hit some of these. Ah, and here it is, the pedestal. We want to hit the pedestal, and that brings down the elevator pad. The confusing thing is, that's not the elevator pad you want to go to. I'm not even sure if Xion can get over here, over to that one or not, but that's not the one you want to go to. You actually want to go back around to the one that we skipped out on. Again, pretty much, if you can go to an area to end the area, look around and see if there's other areas to go to first. So we take that one. And now we have Junior. And I believe... No, I'm going the wrong way. That's the way out that... actually, no. Is that elevator pad the one out? I think I screwed up, actually. As long as I can go down this elevator pad. This was the one I actually wanted to do first. This one. So I should be able to use this one. I don't think it matters the order too much. Yeah, there we go. Basically, that one leads to the treasure chest. Metal Sprint, I believe that's armor for Junior. And Chaos, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong. Anyway, we got the items, even if the order was probably different than I practiced, but oh well. And now, once you've done that, we want to head up the stairs. Now we have this puzzle, and I'm going to have to figure out how to do this puzzle. But that's pretty much all the time I have for today. So next time we will go and we'll do the final puzzle here before moving on. There's one other thing we can do on the Elsa before we move on, but that shouldn't take too long. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.